Hello, how are you? And welcome to Your Life Matters. I know that it's been a long time since we've had any postings. I've been praying about how to get this particular channel up and going. You know, it was set up for interviews for everyone to tell their life story. And it's been difficult trying to get someone to decide they want to share. So what we're going to do is what the Lord said. He said, use what you have in your hand. I love drama in the sense of acting. And he told me to put the woman back in the dress. So you're going to see a character called Miss Mant T. Her name is Miss Mant T, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself to you. And from here on out, whether it's someone that will eventually come on, is which we are hoping that happens, someone else comes in and they hold a conversation with her. But we're going to be talking about everyday life situations, of course. And if you would like to tell your story, you can email me at samtateallen@gmail.com and talk about your story. Put it anonymous if you don't want me to, which I won't call your name. It's best that we don't. And then Miss Manty will just act it out. And we'll get different messages out that way. For those that are listening to Life's Moments, Love and Strength for Life's Moments podcast, I'm actually going to be presenting a lot of your life matters podcast with them on this podcast also. Hello, babies. How you doing? Hi, hon. As you just heard, Samantha Tate Allen was telling you that I'm going to be hosting this here, what you call it? A podcast. New terminologies for me, you know. So if you want to know what my name is I'm Miss with a MS dot Mant, MANT, and the last name, just use the initial uppercase T dot. You wonder where that name comes from? Well, the name is actually a nickname that was given to Samantha by her father when she was a little girl. And the T is from the last name. As you know, I am a character, what we call a made-up character that will be presenting the personalities and different experiences of Samantha Tate Allen. And the reason why we are doing it this way, and you hear my accent, is not to mock the Southern accents at all, but to embrace everything and everyone that has had a hand in making her who she is. The Southern accent is a combination of people that are part of her life, whether it's aunts, her father, mother, grandmothers. And because you're going to hear what we call an eclectic vernacular, is because of the different experiences Mm-hmm. Let me tell you that I truly love people. Wherever you are, whatever part of life you're in. I want to tell you, though, I just learned a new terminology today called wokeism. Now, I'm giving that word, and when I saw wokeism, the first thing I said, yes, hon, I'm awake. I don't understand. You saying wokeism? Yeah, I'm awake. And then they said, no, ma'am. Wokeism is not you being awake. It has to do with whether you lean to your left or you lean to your right. I said, baby, what you mean by whether I lean to my left or I lean to my right? Darling, let me tell you, at this age, I might bend over a little bit when I walk, and I've been practicing, to stand with my shoulders back and walk better, like my teachers don't say, and the pastors don't say. You walk circumspectly. Now I might have to walk with my feet side by side, not going one foot in front of the other, like with the models and all that. But hey, I'm doing the best I can. But they say, man, wokeism, I want you to get the terminology. So I said, I'm going to do it the old school way. They went on and got out their, their little electronics. I'm learning it, baby. I'm learning it. I'm not too old to learn. But I got out that little electronic gadget, and I wrote it down, what it is, and we're gonna share that. Okay? It says woke. This is coming wokeism from Wikipedia. I didn't even know they had a encyclopedia. I found out it's on the internet now. You got the encyclopedias all on the internet. Hey, that's all right. But anyway, wokeism, or to be woke, is an adjective. That means to describe something. For some of you folks, it used to be that we old folks didn't know some terminologies. I found out now these youngsters don't know too much going on, but yet they say they woke, though. I think some of them need to open up their eyes and get awake, because I don't know if y'all know about Mr. Thomas Sowell, but he said people are taught what to think, not how to think. And in my day, hon, that's all we learned. We sat around the old folks when they let us. And when you did, we heard that, you heard them say you children are to be seen and not heard. It wasn't that they didn't want you to play. They wanted you to go and play and do what you had to do and be a child. But you see, when you sitting around the adults, you were supposed to be trying to learn something. And that's what they were doing, see here. But they says that adjective means to describe something. It's an adjective derived from the African American vernacular. That means the way they talk, hon. Understand? The African American vernacular English. Now, see here, my dad says English, and that's all right. I'm finding out that if you're woke, just about anything go on. So why y'all up there having fits about the way somebody else say something? Oh, but I forgot, though. We get there to why it's wokeism anyway. It says that it originally meaning alertness to racial prejudice and discrimination. You don't need to be alert to that. Y'all concentrating on that for, baby. Come on here. Sure. You got to understand the good Lord made all of us. I don't understand anyway. I was taught that ain't but one race. It's all human. Now, theconversation.com explains it as political correctness. Wokeness and woke ideology are terms of abuse used against a variety of practices that, despite their diversity, have a similar character. Often what is dismissed as woke is a new practice that is recommended, requested, enacted, or enforced as a replacement for an old one. So in other words, you got some of the same similarities. You're trying to say you're on the same plateau, but you're trying to usurp what is already working out, is what it seemed to me. Y'all can write in the comments and tell me if I'm right or not. But anyway, then you got the Merriam-Webster.com, baby. They getting all the encyclopedias on this online stuff. Hey, I'm used to going over here and getting that book. You know I will. You see, now don't take it wrong. You don't have to be upset because somebody else do something a little different than you, and you're coming up with the same information. Is that not right? Woke, Merriam-Webster.com says, aware of an actively attentive to important facts and issues, especially issues of racial and social justice. They still on that though. Anyway, here. I don't see nothing new with that. I don't know why they call it woke, but okay, maybe I get down to it. Y'all can explain it to me further. Woke is now defined in this dictionary as aware of and actively and attentive to important issues, especially issues of racial and social justice, and identified as U.S. slang. It originated in African American English and gained more widespread use beginning in 2014 as part of the Black Lives Matter movement. By the end of the same decade, it was also being applied by some as a general pejorative, meaning something that is ugly. You know, you're trying to downgrade or something you think is unfavorable to you. That's what that pejorative means. And it says, for anyone who is or appears to be politically left-leaning. Now. They explained it to me that left-leaning, and they explained it to me the right-leaning. You know, they always say, though, baby, that there's some conversations that cause folks to be upset, and that's generally religion and politics. I see here. And then my mom and all them said that you keep what's going on in your bedroom between you and your spouse. I'm finding out now, though, babe, being woke means that their religion is politics and sex, and you put it on out there for everybody, whether they leaning on their left side or their right side, huh? But anyway, I'm not going to keep you too long today, you know. But when you come on, we're going to be coming along. Don't be surprised. I'll pop up on any time, baby. I enjoy talking to you. But I want you to know one thing before I leave you, though. Because, you're talking about we want to let you know your life matters. It does. It doesn't matter what folks think about you. It doesn't matter what you have done, what you're doing, who you're doing it with. But know who made you. And know that he has a plan and a purpose for you. Don't get so woke that you can't see, babies. Understand that what you're doing, you may like it. Nobody that love the Lord not gonna love you, but we might not all agree on what you're doing. We may pray for you. Ain't got no business sitting up there trying to hurt you by saying ugly, nasty things to you. But baby, if you want to know the truth, you know the truth already. That's why y'all seem to be so woke and angry and saying all kinds of foolishness to each other, because you know the truth. Now here, I know that this wokeism don't like folks that talk about the good Lord. But I'm going to tell you something. He made you for a purpose, I just said. And let me tell you this here. This is what he said about it. Or rather, a young man named David. You might not know him. But I'm going to talk to you about it. Now, y'all don't have to worry about if she's going to beat you over the head with the Bible. No, baby, I live the Bible. I'm not going to beat you. Not even going to criticize you. But if you want to know the truth about what I feel about myself, but the truth about, more importantly, what he say about us, then yeah, we can hold that conversation. Otherwise, I'm old enough to keep my mouth closed and keep on praying for you, darling, okay? So he said here, David was saying, for it was you, talking about the good Lord. You notice sometimes I may say good Lord and a good Lord. I told you my vernacular is eclectic. That means it's a combination of things. But in my case, it's a combination of the experiences. Folks that some still living and some that's gone on. Comfort food for me. Understand here? So he was talking about the good Lord here. He says, for it was you who created my inward part. So don't tell me you don't know, baby. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I will praise you because I have been remarkably and wonderfully made. Your work so wondrous. And I know this very well. My bones were not hidden from you when I was made in secret, when I was formed in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw me when I was formless. All my days were written in your book and planned before a single one of them began. God, how precious your thoughts are to me. How vast their sum is. If I counted them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I wake up, I am still with you. That's what I want you to know, baby. You were remarkably and wondrously made. Your life matters. It might not matter to some folks. It might not even matter to the political society. But your life matters to the good Lord who made you, darling. If you don't know his plans for you, ask him. I don't care what this wokeism is. I'm awake. I want you to be awake. I want you to be alert and aware. Okay? I love you now. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.